The NFL is the most watched sport in America, with some of the world's best athletes going head-to-head every Sunday, all for one goal. The goal is to win the Super Bowl by any means necessary. But the most important position is the quarterback. There are plenty of quarterbacks that try to be great, but a lot of them fail. There's one who has succeeded, the NFL's golden boy, Patrick Mahomes, and his legacy is just starting. Already, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, but he is yet to surpass the greatest, and that's Brady. With 7 Super Bowls and almost holding every record, he is the greatest of all time. In a city with beautiful people, beautiful weather, beautiful cars, you have to stand out to make money. And stand out, this kid did. I'm talking about Drake Travis from the University of Miami. He was projected to be a top 10 pick in next year's NFL draft. And you'll see why.
Travis, low snap. Got plenty of time. He's dancing in the backfield. Now he's flushed out. Finds a man.
There was almost nothing this kid couldn't do. He could run. He could pass. Great field vision. He did everything.
Travis, flushed out of the pocket. He's so dangerous when he runs, and you see why here. Travis is going to keep it after he picks up the first down.
A 5-star recruit coming out of high school, this kid was destined to be the next great quarterback.
Travis from the pocket, long looping throw, and they're down again.
This guy's one of the best players I've seen all year.
The moment you watched his tape and started sending us some clips this week, you immediately said, well, this is a difference-making talent.
While he was a playmaker on the field, he was a troublemaker off the field. His NIL deal gave him enough money to afford expensive cars, expensive clothing, and the worst part, expensive habits. He had a gambling addiction, for one, and for two, he always spent time at nightclubs, which caused some people to not believe in him.
Everything I've seen from him on the field, and the things I've heard about how hard he grinds, it feels to me that he can be the next superstar.
I believe he's a bust, and I don't know how y'all can say this young kid is about to be that dude very quick.
Despite the critics, he kept his head up and kept moving.
Welcome back to coverage of the NFL Draft Combine. The quarterbacks are in action here today, and right out in front there, leading the rest of the QBs onto the field, is one of the most intriguing prospects in this year's draft. Even after a junior season with 4,600 passing yards, 50 total touchdowns, and over 600 yards on the ground, there are still some scouts who question whether Cap is a day one starter in the NFL. How things go today will definitely impact the way things play out on draft night.
Because he had his doubters, Drake Travis set out to prove everybody wrong, and he knew one place he could do it was the Combine. He finished among the top 5 in bench press. He ran the fastest in the 40. His broad jump was amazing. His shuttle was amazing. He finished every drill in the top 5 amongst the class of quarterbacks. And last but not least, he hit every throw that the scouts wanted to see him throw. So at that point, all that was left to question was his character. And how much would that affect him on draft night? After putting up an outstanding performance at the Combine, all the scouts were impressed. With all that success, all the questions were about off-the-field incidents, about his gambling habits, about his spending habits, and whether he could be trusted to lead a franchise. With NFL Draft Night finally here, the world waited to see where Drake Travis would get selected, and it was a short night. Within the first 10 picks, his name was going to be called, and you wouldn't believe what team called him.